It seems like every single day there's like a new indie RPG out there, and trying to get through them all would be like trying to count the grains of sand on a beach, and you just can't. It's impossible. So instead of trying to go through every single indie RPG ever, instead what I want to do here is just highlight the absolute best indie RPGs that you have to play. Hi there everybody, this is David, and if you are new to the channel, please be sure to smash that like button to show your love, and also subscribe for some more top 10s, news, and reviews. And actually, I really do have a treat for you this time, because instead of just getting 10 RPGs here, you're actually going to be getting an 11th great one that I want to talk to you about right now. This video here is sponsored by Anomaly Collapse, which just released today, and you can check it out through the links below in the video description. And you may have heard me talk about this game before because I really do believe in it, actually. Here, you're going to be thrust into a supernatural sci-fi universe where every single step in its innovative 1D battlefield requires strategic planning and execution. You're going to be commanding a unique trio of free warriors and sharpening your tactical prowess as you face off against monstrous anomalies in turn-based battles. And in battle, you're going to have to harness the synergy of all your specific class skills, use precise positioning, and a vast inventory of items to defeat your enemies, as well as unravel the intricate mysteries of this universe. And in addition to all of this, the creators of Anomaly Collapse are actually giving away exclusive Steam keys to the full game, an opportunity that you really do not want to miss. If you're as excited about this game as I am, simply head on over to the Anomaly Collapse Twitter page to join in the excitement and stand a chance to play the game for free. You'll find the link to their Twitter page in the video description below too. And now with that, let's just talk about all these great indie RPGs that you have to play. Number 10, Bug Fables: The Everlasting Sapling. Released for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox, and PC. This here is Paper Mario in all but name, taking the best parts of Thousand Year Door and bringing them into the modern age, along with sort of like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sort of twist. This is a true love letter to Paper Mario, with atmospheric music and witty dialogue. Everything that you know and love from the seminal series is here, from medals to timed attacks to multiple party members being able to explore all the places that you would expect bugs to go to. It's just super cute. Instead of just controlling Mario and one partner though, here you have a full 3-person, or I guess bug, party with Kabu the Beetle, who focuses on attacking ground-based enemies, V the Bee and his boomerang, who's great at dealing with flyers, and Leaf the magical moth, who can deal extra damage to plants. You're going to have to utilize all 3 to win the battles, as well as progress through the dungeons with their out-of-battle exploration abilities as well. Number 9, Crosscode, released for the Nintendo Switch, PS4 and 5, Xbox, and PC. Here we have only one of 2 action RPGs on this list. Well, you know, what can I say? I'm a sucker for turn-based. And you know, I'm a sucker for, well, other things that we can't really discuss here. But not only is this game action, it's puzzle-based too. And a lot of indie RPGs out there don't really focus on puzzles. It seems like they would rather try to tell you some sort of like depressing slit-your-wrists type of story, or just kind of like make you hate life by creating the hardest game imaginable. But not here. Instead, you play as a Spheromancer, who's sucked into a video game world with the definite focus on platforming and puzzle solving. There's a lot going on. You'll fire orbs to stun and damage enemies, as well as hit switches and even ricochet them off the walls. Then, there's a skill tree where you can build up your hero any which way you like, so no 2 playthroughs are the same. It's just so cool and different from the rest of the indie RPGs out there. Number 8, Alterium Shift, released for the PC. Speaking of cool ones, now this one definitely is. Do any of y'all remember the magical land of Woz back on the SNES? Oh, no you don't, just me? Well, what about Wild Arms over on the PlayStation? Maybe that's more like it. Yeah, utilizing that much hyped HD 2D engine, along with turn-based battle systems and a storyline influenced by the likes of Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, you are in for a treat. Not only that, but it utilizes a choose-your-own-hero system, just like the aforementioned Woz and Wild Arms. And each story and game will play out differently depending on who you choose. Encounters occur on-screen, and just like in Chrono Trigger, you can see the monsters interacting with one another before they eventually attack. The whole experience is filled with colorful characters, beautiful locales, and glorious backgrounds. This does not look like any other normal, standard cookie-cutter RPG Maker game that you can get for a dime a dozen on Steam. Number 7, Cosmic Star Heroine, released for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS Vita, Xbox, and PC. While the previous game was inspired pretty much just by Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy III, This one was inspired by those, but also Phantasy Star. Well, at least mostly for its battle system, where enemies never respawn and a pretty cool unique charge system is used in lieu of MP. Basically, you're able to set 8 different abilities per character, and then you can use one of them per battle, and if you'd like to recharge those abilities, you can just kind of defend. So with that said, you really do need to rely on strategy, buffing, and debuffing as well as status effects to get through these encounters, which is normally not the case for a typical turn-based game. Speaking of things that are not typical, this takes place in a futuristic landscape filled with spies, robots, and rock stars. This is a modern take on a medieval classic, and a damn good one too. With quirky characters, a unique battle system, and a gripping story, we have a winner here. Number 6. Felseal Arbiter's Mark. Released for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox, and PC. Tell me that you love Final Fantasy Tactics, cause you know that I did. I mean, if I were to include that game on my ranking list of the mainline games, it would curb stomp the normal ones into dust. Well, except for maybe 5 and 9, but whatever. Anyway, this game does everything that Final Fantasy Tactics did, but in many ways, even better. Well, except for the graphics, because, girl, this is some mobile crap right here. But if you can look past that graphical style, everything else is fantastic. From the tight, suspenseful, gripping storyline, which does not overstay its welcome, to the fun characters that you meet, to the robust and very well balanced job system, the game is just fun. Even the maps are inventive, and no two ever look the same. So get ready to play a reskinned Final Fantasy Tactics by the makers of Black Sigil, Blade of the Exiled, another really good game for the Nintendo DS, if not, unbalanced and it really needs a patch, but whatever, that's a whole other topic for a whole other video. Let's move on. To number 5, Secrets of Grindia, released for the PC. There's truth in that old saying to not judge a book by its cover, because this title is not doing the game any favors whatsoever. If you think that the game is nothing but some sort of grind, it's not, because if it was, it wouldn't be on this list. I would hate it. In reality, it's a conglomeration of Earthbound, Terra Enigma, and Secret of Mana, with complex equipment systems, tons of hidden areas, fast travel, challenging combat, and a fully fleshed out world with delightfully quirky characters. You're going to be fighting action-packed battles through the use of small swords and greatswords, or you can go the magical route and use wands and summon helper companions to fight alongside you. But I think what really sets it apart and makes it so special is just how beautiful it all is, as well as how involved the skill system is. No two playthroughs will ever be the same, as you can make your character as tanky or as mangy as you would like. And no matter what your playstyle is, I guarantee you that you're going to be having a blast with this one. Number 4, Sea of Stars, released for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Love it or hate it, Sea of Stars is still a good game in its own right, and it deserves its place on this list. Yeah, the lackluster combat did leave a lot to be desired, but I feel like that was made up for in spades by its super high quality graphics and excellent musical score, as well as the breathtaking environments. Not to mention the storyline that is chock full of twists and turns. This raises the bar for what a high quality indie RPG should be, with many throwbacks to classics from the Golden Age, as well as the unique break mechanic that you use during the battles, and being filled to the brim with all sorts of day and night puzzles. I just fell in love with this one. I do think that my favorite part though was simply just exploring the world, solving all the puzzles, and seeing where I was headed to next, as well as finding all the treasures. This was a throwback to the SNES in the best ways possible. Number 3, The Secret of Varonis, released for the PC. I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy Legends series back on the Game Boy. They pretty much defined my childhood. And I guess I'm not the only one who feels that way, because The Secret of Varonis takes everything that was so amazing about that trilogy and combines it together into one outstanding game. Here, you can choose your party from among humans, mutants, robots, and monsters, then climb up a tower to paradise while exploring tons of different worlds, battling vicious beasts and turn-based combat, and getting to know all the quirky inhabitants of the world. Do not be fooled by the black and white presentation, because there's plenty of quality of life improvements, such as on-screen encounters and being able to charge up all of your weapons at the end. If you have any interest at all in the Saga series, or just old school RPGs in general, then you really can't go wrong here. Number 2, Crystal Project, released for the PC and Nintendo Switch. Most indie RPGs seem to want to stick to some sort of winning formula, something that has been tried and true from the big boys, like copying Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, or Earthbound. Not Crystal Project, though. They decided to go their own way, and even though I was treated incredibly rudely on their Discord server, and far be it from me to hold a grudge since May the 12th, 2022, I instead will be the bigger person, and I will still showcase their little game. Crystal Project is completely open-world adventure where you control 4 Warriors of Light, then you go off exploring, beating bosses and lighting crystals, which give you more jobs, just like in Final Fantasy V. The battles are turn-based and each region is distinctly beautiful and fun to traverse. It's like early Legend of Zelda games, or even 3D Game heroes meeting Final Fantasy V and having a baby. Or having a threesome, I guess. Either way, it's fantastic. And number 1, Chained Echoes. Released for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox, and PC. We have had some absolute killer RPGs come out the last couple of years, but who knew that one of the best of them would come from a one-man studio? Chained Echoes deserves all of the hype and applause that it's getting, because I haven't had this much fun with traditional RPGs in years. This takes the best of the classics of the SNES age, but adds a modern touch, as well as a really cool twist in the battle system, where you kind of have to use like a tag team method to take down the enemies, while also keeping them inside the combat meter. Evoking the 90s era and truly channeling Final Fantasy III goodness, this hits all the right nostalgia notes in all the right ways. The bonus board allows for tons of challenges, there's a class system, skill trees, hidden areas, a gripping storyline, and most badass of all, you get to control mechs, where you can fly across screens that you could only previously run across. I hope that all the big boys are out there watching, because this is the return to the past that I would like to see in future mainline, big published games like those by Square Enix. But wait, there's more! We still have some more great indie RPGs on the horizon that have yet to be released that I want you to all be on the lookout for, such as the SNES-inspired Beloved Rapture, the Suikoden-inspired Ayuden Chronicle, and of course, the incredibly unique Anomaly Collapse. What are your favorite indie RPGs? Let's get a discussion going on here and let's all talk and chat about it, because I'm always in the comments too. And if you like what I do here on the channel, please head on over to the Patreon side for early access to my videos as well as behind the scenes photographs. The link to it is over in the video description. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.